seems my arena of war has finally unveiled opponents worthy to face the mighty Kang. Delightful. It would be a pity if they perished too swiftly. Victory must be savored. I am
Okay, Doc. It's up to us now. That citadel's wide open. Let's bring this King down a notch or two.
By the eye of Agamotto, let us be victorious.
Kang's citadel defenses are down. Looks like there's some kind of teleporter near the top. That should be your way in.
Roger that, Wasp.
That won't be a problem for me. But you may need to call in some transport for this one, Captain Rogers.
Good point, Doc. Hey, Wasp, you think we could get a...
Way ahead of you. Quinjet incoming.
Thanks. Then let's end this once and for all.
Not so fast, Avengers. Did you really think it would be that easy? This guy's a funny definition of easy. Now what do we do? Destroy them. I guess we need to deal with these guys first. Shoot first, infiltrate later, I suppose. Excellent. But there's more where that came from. Kang's sending out reinforcements. He can throw as much at us as he wants. We've come too far to quit now. Impressive display, Avengers. I await your arrival in night. Hey, I think I did something to the barrier. If we can destroy more of these, perhaps we can get through.
I'm J. Jonah Jameson, and this is it! The big one! The grandmother of all showdowns! It's taken a lot for us to get here, but finally, Kang is on the back foot as the assembled heroes take the fight to his front door! Kang said he wanted to face worthy opponents. Well, now he's got them, by the bucketful! Let's hope they get it done quick and return Manhattan to what passes for normal. One thing's for sure when they do, I'm taking a day off. What am I saying? A day off? Okay, maybe half a day. Tell you what, I'll sleep in a little and come in late. Go get 'em, guys!
Where is everybody?
Kang's arrogance has left him vulnerable.
Let's keep it that way. Quiet as mice.
Thought you guys could use some backup.
Huh? Here we go again.
Lego Marvel Superheroes 2 walkthrough. This is level 20, but probably 30 something by this point, and it is out of time. Now there may actually be like a hidden level. Normally these Lego games do have a secret level that you can play way later on in the game when you get a ton of the collectibles, but I'm probably not going to be getting around to that just because there's so much to do in this game and I don't have time for it, sadly. So anyway, that means this will be the end of my walkthrough for Lego Marvel, and if you want to watch all the cutscenes for this game, I have a link in the description, or I should anyway, and there's going to be a link to a video that has all the cutscenes to this game. Just if you liked them throughout this walkthrough, you want to see them all in one solid video, they're down there. So go look for that, and this video actually has its roles kind of reversed. As I've said many times throughout the course of this walkthrough, most of the times the levels have like a puzzle, and then a boss, and then the end of the level, but this level is a little bit backwards. The boss, Kang, is actually first, and then you're going to have probably the larger puzzle part near the end before the actual showdown with Kang. So I'm only going to be narrating this first part and then let the rest of it play out on its own because it's cool enough. I don't really want to talk over it, but that doesn't mean there's not going to be enough of a puzzle for us to do it before we can get to Kang himself, so we just need to get to that portal into that room and do this other kind of Doctor Strange square trace, which we did before in the level where we played as Doctor Strange, but this is probably the longest tracing you have to do for any of his traces, but we got that done, and then he's going to bust open the wall with his portal, and then we can go break open that portal down there, and I think that's what's going to give us direct access to Kang himself. Okay, not quite yet. Looks like we have to do a few more things. Now I do want to point out there is also a mini kit on that conveyor belt in there, and we're going to need Captain Marvel. Is that who's with us now, I think? Captain, not Miss, right? Yeah, Captain Marvel. Miss Marvel has a longer hair, right? But anyway, we'll want to shove him right through that portal, and then we can turn on this terminal and start smashing the buttons, and this will send the guns pointed toward the doorway that I think that one must lead toward Kang. It's kind of, I did kind of lie, I guess. Kang is in between sort of two puzzles, but anyway. Like I said, there's a mini kit on that conveyor belt, so if you're going to go after all the collectibles, then grab that now, I guess, just so you don't have to get it later. But as usual, most of the Lego games, in fact all of them, will always have some kind of red brick that will tell you where the mini kits are, so they're not too hard to find on your own. And you can Google cheat codes so you can get the red bricks unlocked immediately, but I think you might still have to buy them. Anyway, jump on into this gun, and then you're going to want to destroy some of those turrets around this doorway if you want to. You don't really have to. Mostly just shoot the door just so you can get the sword golden spot opened up, and then you'll want to switch to Captain Marvel yet again so you can actually carve the sword out of the doorway.
At last, you made it. How honored you must feel to finally be in my direct presence. However, if you insist on challenging me, I have little choice but to do what needs to be done.
Kang, there's still time for you to stop this.
And here we are with the boss fight for Kang himself. So the first thing, of course, we have to get his shield out off of him. And I tried my best to look at this fight before I narrated this video so I remembered exactly what we need to do. I think I remember most of it, but I might mess up a few times. But this video in particular was not playing nice with my editing software, so I'm narrating it pretty well. It's still a little bit laggy, so I'm doing my best, but anyway, just if I make mistakes, that would be why. Kind of embarrassing to make most of the mistakes in the last video, but anyway, for the first part of this fight, just defeat these giant robotic crabs, and I think that's what it's going to take out a shield. Yep, for the first time, that's all it takes. Then we're going to whack away at him with somebody who is preferably good at attacking. In this case, my favorite would be Captain America. As we can see, this guy has a lot of health, and actually this does make sense. It's the final showdown down with the boss who has been causing all kinds of problems for us for the last, I don't know, 6 hours or so. And we are actually getting to the very tough guy who actually seems to be pretty good at war. There's also going to be a medikit down there you can collect if you want to, but as we can see here, you just have to hit him as much as you possibly can. He's gonna drop some hearts, it seems, pretty periodically when you fight him, so it's kind of hard to die when you're punching away at him. There's also a lot of enemies that swarm you, and then eventually he's going to pick up one of the people you're playing as usual, switch to another hero to break that bond, and then he's going to open up a portal and send another boss that is being chased by someone that you've kind of solved, I guess, or problems you've caused in other videos. Not other videos, sorry, other levels. So in this case, that will be from the symbiote surprise level, and that will be the Venom guy chasing that bat guy. And then these tentacles come out here. And the tentacles are going to eat a couple of the heroes that we're trying to play as, so if they get you, once again, just switch people. And then we'll be able to freely attack Kang yet again with his massive amounts of health, although this time he'll have a little bit more moves than he had before. Instead of guns, this time he's got a sword, because I think he wanted things to get serious. Now, I am going to say, small spoiler I guess, that this won't actually be the final fight with Kang. That comes next, and I'm not going to talk over the next part just because it's basically a cutscene, so I don't really see a need to talk over it. It's pretty fun to watch though, so keep watching, of course. Then once you get him down to about half health this time, I think this is from one of those early on levels when we were in the medieval place, we're going to get that giant ball sent toward us, that giant spike ball, and then of course a couple of other enemies are going to come charging at us, and if you once again notice those red lines on the ground, try to avoid those because they may ruin your day. But then we'll be able to defeat Kang even further now, get him down to about 1/4 remaining of his health. We're going to do that process one more time, and that's pretty much going to be it for the Kang boss fight. Again, except for the part that comes after this. But since that's going to be all that I am talking for, what am I trying to say here? Okay, that's it. That's all I'm talking for, and for that, I just want to say thanks for watching my walkthrough for Lego Marvel. I'm going to be continuing on uploading Mario Odyssey next, and I'm going to be doing a few other games after that. I'm not too sure what I'll do, but I'll figure it out. This was a very fun game, even though I really felt like it was being stalled at this point. I did like it a lot, though. I think they did a really good job with it. It was a fun walkthrough to make. Once again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in whatever the heck my next video is.
Kang the Conqueror.
Agamotto's eye seems to be counterbalancing the chronal turbulence. Interesting. Surrender! You are beaten!
On the contrary, Doctor. I'm only just getting warmed up. Captain America. Yes, you will indeed make a worthy foe. For such a battle, we will need something special. A sense of scale.
What happened? Kang sucker punched us. He wants me to fight that.
Come and face me, or every one of your wretched
of my blade!
Get out there and kick him in his giant purple pants.
Captain Marvel, let's give Kang exactly what he's asking for.
Hey, Cap, I don't think Kang is actually expecting you to fight him. This thing doesn't exactly look functional.
Well, we'd better find a way to make this thing work.
System sensors realigned. Scanners modulated. Awaiting user input. User identified. Commencing transmission.
You can't defeat me. I'm too powerful for any being. Give up yet, Kang?
Get off me, woman. Well met, Captain. Good with your fists, but certainly no tactician. How?
Because we worked as a team, Kang. That's how we won, and why you...
You poor fools. Did you think this was a game you could win? I will simply rewind the timeline so that your so-called victory never happened. My crystal. Oh, thank the stars. Quickly, Ravonna. Hand me the crystal. Ravonna.
Hey, pretty lady.
You betrayed me.
Oh, Kang.
I'm impressed.
You've left me no choice.
If you stop this nonsense now...
It was seeing these good people nobly fight on that gave me strength. Strength to stand up to my own oppressor. My captor, my love.
Ravonna!
I can't destroy you.
Ravonna, no!
Quiet, fool! Ravonna, my love.
Which is why my retribution can also be a chance for you to choose another path.
You are trying my...
Aha!
So then I smashed down the door, ran straight at them. They panicked, dropping their plasma grenades, blowing the entire wall out. Who'd like to smash too? They all looked so stupid.
We need to be prepared next time.
Dost thou believe there is another threat to Midgard?
There's always another. So you have all the original albums?
Pristine. Even their White album.
Yeah, track 5 is easily the best.
So, what happens now?
Well, without Kang's leadership, we're making short work of the remaining villainous forces.
You have my gratitude, heroes. As soon as the areas are secure, I should be able to use this crystal, returning your realms to their rightful places in time.
And what of Kang?
Don't worry. He's in safe hands.
Oh, don't drop it. I just heated it up.
I am Groot.
No, don't just... Well, this ain't worth any amount of money.
Wow. You hear that? The lack of laser cannons, explosions, and warring villains.
Yep. So peaceful.
Avengers, finally! We desperately need your help.
Ravana? What's going on?
It's Terminatrix now, and we've made a terrible mistake.
I see a cruel fracture incident in progress. Event horizon imminent.
So peaceful.